We are here for our story number 2, and we have a special guest. Today, we have with us our good friend, Joyce Hagen-McIntosh. She has a lovely podcast called Books, Bible, Beer, and Queer, which I think you two have a lot to bond over. And she believes she can talk to anyone about anything. And she's very excited to debate the new topic.
Good morning, Joyce. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for being here. So, since you can talk to anyone about anything, we would like to know your thoughts on libraries.
Any specific question regarding libraries? Because I love libraries. I love librarians. What is today's swindle, scandal, or scheme related to libraries?
So we have a Forbes op-ed that suggested that Amazon should take over public libraries.
Oh no! Devin, no. May I share my response to that?
Please. That's our jumping off point.
No, public libraries are wonderful. Public libraries are limited public forums. What that means is that in a library, your privacy is protected. Your access to information is welcomed. Your First Amendment rights are covered at a public library. But if it were to be a private company or a privately held corporation, private businesses can choose what they want, what they own, who they serve. So a private library could say, we don't want that book. It would be like ripe for censorship opportunities. In the same way that a private baker can say, no cakes for the gays here. I just think making a public library, which is an amazing First Amendment protected institution, into a private company would be the worst scandal I could imagine.
Yeah, agreed. I love libraries. They are an undervalued, underfunded institution. I run the Chicago Public Library's Comics Book Club. We meet every third Wednesday.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. And yeah, like you said, the idea of like privatizing them. I mean, it's bad enough that we're letting corporations into every single facet of every part of our lives. Then also to dictate like what we read and how to read. It's bad enough. Like people are starting, banned book campaigns are ramping up like crazy, recently, and it's only going to get worse, and it's going to get easier if we just take it out of the hands of a publicly funded public service, and just, oh well, Amazon already has the books anyway. Like, no, that's not, and that also isn't a good thing.
No, we want to keep public libraries public. We want to keep them protecting the First Amendment. If you can't tell, I happen to be a librarian.
Hey.
And you were so right. Right now, there's challenges at school districts and public libraries across the country. People are trying to squelch access to anything related to, people of color or LGBTQ content. And people need to be able to see their history. And parents, yes, parents, we have a right to help our kids decide what they will read. But I don't have a right to decide what your kid reads or Nisha's kid reads, anybody else's kid reads. So let's keep those public libraries, limited public forums.
So privatizing libraries, total scam. I think we're agreed on that. Yeah.
Yes.
And libraries, well, we have themselves let's say, schemes are positive. We'll say scheme.
Yes. Yes, public library good, privatizing bad.
Public libraries
Thank you so
are a
much, Joyce.
scheme. Sorry, public libraries are a scheme to give information to poor people. Dum-dum-dum.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for having me as a guest today. So I'm Joyce Hagen-McIntosh. You can find me online at joycestandsup.com or my Facebook and Instagram, Joyce Stands Up, and Twitter. I run the Books, Bible, Beer, and Queer podcast. I like that title because it means it's so general. I can talk to anyone about anything. In the past, I ran the Mother Cluckers comedy troupe out of LaGrange, Illinois. We haven't gone back to in-person performances. Some of us have kids who are finally getting fully vaxxed. Maybe we'll be ready to step up to a petri dish, microphone again in the near future. Anyways, I hope that if you want to, you'll reach out to me. I also am a librarian, happen to work for a group called the Freedom to Read Foundation, doing First Amendment education, litigation, and advocacy. So reach out on that front if you need help. Libraries are not a scam.
Love it. And we loved having you.
Okay, Marks, that's all we have for you today.
Please like, comment, share, and be sure to report us to the BBB and request that your public libraries host this podcast on Overdrive or whatever service they're using to distribute valuable content.
I'm Devin Whitlock on Twitter at Devin Agonistes. That's DEVINAGONISTES.
And I'm Onicia Miller, the very literate tweeter on Twitter, obviously, at ONICIA. Oh, I didn't even spell my whole handle. Devin, please. Well, now you know the level of tweets I be putting out. I'm at Onicia Miller on Twitter. All right, Devin.
Join us next week.
I don't know what we're exploring next.
Yeah, what's the as we explore more scams, swindles, and schemes. Want more hashtag scams now? Check out our previous episode on my YouTube channel.
The link is in the description box or show notes. You can find bonus contents, more episodes, multiple ways to send us your banking information and social security number at oniciamuller.com/scams.
That's scams with 3 S's.
Bye.
Bye.